What is up, Cancer? Welcome to your general timeless monthly reading. This is for May 2022. We're going to do a reading for the first week of May and a reading for the second week of May. So let's get into it. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements, and it's general. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and yeah, let's get into it. We're going to use Animal Spirit Oracle to start for the first 2 weeks of May. Cancer most expect from May. Cancer. What can Cancer most expect from May? Show me what I most need to see for Cancer from May for the first 2 weeks of May. I heard water under the bridge. This feels like a letting go. Tend to the small things. Bring a gentle touch and overcome any obstacle. Yeah. I heard the compassion itself. There's going to be a third eye opening in the first 2 weeks. So if you're really starting to get into your spirituality, or if you're spending a lot of time alone, or if you're having a lot of time to clean your energetic system, it's most likely resulting in your third eye clearing out some distortion, some illusion, right? Because when we allow fears, insecurities, limiting beliefs, the ego, the solar plexus, to overtake our thoughts, it blocks the third eye, okay? So this is overcoming obstacles. It's tending to the small things. I just heard the Midas touch. Hummingbird spirit, be here now. Yeah. This is a release. It's the release of the past. You're coming into the present moment. You're choosing to see it anew. Bottom of the deck, Wombat spirit, be at home. This feels like the physical body. Be at home in the some of you might be getting into self-care. Be at home is a very grounding energy. It's also the number 14, which breaks down to a 5, which is indicative of change. And then we have 7, which is the number of divinity, another 5, a 9, which is completion, and 4, which is foundations. So there's a lot of home, and for the fourth house rules home, body, self-care, grounding energy, stability, resources. It's also Taurus energy, the North Node. We just had the solar eclipse in Taurus yesterday. So you could be greatly affected by that. I check out where Taurus 10 degrees is in your chart if you're watching this relatively close to that solar eclipse we had on April 30th. But let's get into it, okay? I really like this. This is a lot of self-care. It's a lot of letting go. It's a lot of letting go. It's a big purge, which makes sense because we're in eclipse season. So it's a closing out of karmic cycles. That solar eclipse was a big 10-year karmic cycle release. So we're getting rid of like foundations, relationships, perceptions that no longer serve us, which is really good. And things are going to be either rebuilt or just completely released. Let's clarify. What card is that? I was about to say, that's an Oracle deck. They're showing me Time Master and my Mystical Shaman Oracle. Time Master to me tells me that you're jumping timelines, so you're going to go through some really, really big shifts at this time. Yeah, Time Master. Okay, Grand Lux Tarot. Thank you. I was like, that's not a tarot deck. That's an Oracle deck. Yeah, Time Master is like portal energy to me as a reader, and I'll try to dig it out after this spreads to show you what it looks like. I really, really like that because portal energy means that you're shifting timelines, you're shifting your state of consciousness, which means that you're going to be attracting new things. Yeah, 4 swords. I like this. It's the pause. This is an energy of isolation, wanting to be withdrawn. 10 of Wands, there's the mourning, and then the Wheel of Fortune, the change, right? Okay, so we're healing and mourning whatever it is that we're letting go of. 10 of Wands, the burdens, the old ways, the heaviness, the obstacles, okay? I love this because the 4 of Swords is an energy of like, I need to retreat for myself. Like, I need to do some introspection. I need to do some meditation. I need to do some self-care. I need to give my brain some downtime. And that's when the Divine's going to step in. The Divine's going to step in and create big change, big alteration. I like this because it's going to work in your favor. And even though this might have been something that's hard to release, or you might perceive it as a difficult ending at this time, This 10, because you have 2 10s, and that to me is an energy of something coming full circle. So this is a closeout. It's also judgment. 10 and 10 gives you the 20, which is judgment in tarot. And that means that you've closed out a karmic cycle. So if this is a certain situation, it could be getting rebuilt in a healthier way without that karma attached to it, or you could just be moving into a brand new one. So just be mindful. Okay, whoa. Wow, we had the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. The King of Swords wanted to pop out, and the Queen of Swords. So if this was a relationship, this old form of it, because the King and Queen of Swords in reverse is like a lot of fighting, because it's swords, it's intellect, it's communication. It could be power struggles. That old way of being is being released. Okay, let's look at Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. 6 of Cups, yeah. Page of Cups. And the Tower. Okay, so here's the rebuild. Bring a gentle touch is my card of the compassionate self, right? Didn't we hear that in the beginning too? The compassionate self. It is showing yourself compassion, showing other people compassion, understanding. It's the scales. It is the scales. It's not just the scales in regards to like Libra, but it's like seeing both sides. It's being compassionate for self and others. And with the 6 of Cups here, that is scales to me as a reader, even though it is water energy. I really like that this 6 of Cups came up because it means that whatever dynamic this is, the past is being repeated in a healthier, balanced way, because the 6 Cups break in 2, 3, and 3, right? It's an even exchange of energy. And with the Page of Cups there, it's student energy. This is starting over. It's being vulnerable. It's the card of vulnerability. It's the card of compassion. It's the honest self. It's the true heart. I love this. And it's very gentle. And with the Tower in reverse, it's because they allowed the old way to die. They allowed it to fall down. Allowed to absolutely crumble. Crumble. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. And 2 of Cups in reverse and the Star. So this is going to take some time to rebuild, okay? With the 2 of Cups in reverse and the Star, 2 of Cups in reverse and Temperance, there's going to be a disconnect for a while here. These people might be in separation, because Temperance is the card of patience. It's also the card of reconciliation. And this could also mean that you're not meant to come back together at this time. It's going to be in divine time, right? With the Star, and then the World is the new cycle, right? Because I think that the heart, yep, you had the 2 of Swords and then the 3 of Swords. Between the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Swords tells me that there's an Ace of Swords energy present, upright, because the 3 is greater than the 2, so the Ace is going to be upright, which is the truth. Somebody's heart space is still working to open, because the 2 of Swords is uncrossing the swords over the heart, allowing it to open. They're trying to open it because they're still hurting. And once they open their heart back up and heal, that's when you can have the 10 of Pentacles, the stable, healthy foundation. Okay. Let's look at Rhino Spirit. Overcoming any obstacle. That was really loud. The Moon wanted to pop out. The Moon. Let's look at Rhino Spirit. 9 of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. Woo-wee. Queen of Pentacles energy is Capricorn energy. 9 of Wands in reverse is the Wounded Warrior. 10 of Swords, Gemini energy. And that's Sag, by the way. 10 of Swords. Okay. This queen's very much so standing their ground. Just because it's a queen doesn't mean that it has to be a female. It's just feminine energy. So just be mindful of that. 9 of Wands. The queen feels like they're giving something up. So after this, bringing a gentle touch, allowing this to crumble, the feminine energy in this relationship might also, okay, so this is most likely the masculine doing the healing over here, right? The 10 of Swords. And then we have the feminine finally going through their 10 of Swords. I mean the 10 of Wands. Feminine going through their 10 of Swords too. They're mirroring each other. They're doing healing at different paces. Okay? And that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, Three of Swords popped out again with these two cards that fell on the table. The Three of Swords wanted to come back out. Yeah, they're just healing at different paces. There's still the Wounded Warrior. The Wounded Warrior in reverse to me as a reader is like the card of the pause. It's kind of like I don't have the energy to keep going right now. Like I don't have the energy to fight right now because it's the Wounded Warrior. Like they're almost at the finish line. They're at the 9. They got to make it to the 10. They're not there yet. They're working through a 10 of Swords. They're working through all the hurt and pain, and they're just like, I don't got a lot left in me. But they're a Queen of Pentacles, and a Queen of Pentacles energy is like a mother, nurturing, loving energy. They're trying to get back to this so they can recoup their energy and be the 9 of Wands upright, like that Wounded Warrior, and complete whatever cycle, because they have 2 cycles they're closing out with a 10 and a 9 there. Let's look at Hummingbird Spirit. So this is a big karmic cycle between these two people. I heard the Follower. Hummingbird Spirit, 2 of Wands. I heard the Follower. The Follower, 10 of Cups. There it is. King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of... Oh my gosh. Queen of Wands in reverse. Why? Feminine? Ooh. Oogie bidda bidda. Okay, this got interesting. So the masculine comes with their offer, right? And the feminine has quite the ego. Some pride, maybe. This is Leo energy for me as a reader. As a reader, I say, because in traditional tarot, it's actually Aries. You have the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, there is a ton of love in this relationship. And the 2 of Wands is the opportunity to achieve the 10 of Cups. This feminine energy is very much so grudge holding. Grudge holding. Grudge holding. Grudge holding. I keep wanting to say that. It's grudge holding. Yep. Because the 9 of Wands, it's what they're trying to release and they can't let it go. They can't let it go. They can't let it go. And some people aren't going to like to hear this. I know I don't like to hear this, but sometimes like we just got to accept that we can't change the things that have happened. And sometimes we're not going to get, like if this person's wanting an apology or if they're wanting to talk about it, are you beating a dead horse? Are you not going to get that apology? Because sometimes you got to just, what are you really upset about? Are you upset about, are you more mad at yourself or are you mad at this person? And when I say mad at yourself, ask yourself, what have you tolerated or how have you accepted certain people or energies into your life? Because the way we love ourselves is the way that we allow other people to love us too, right? So just, I know, that's something that I even have to think about from time to time. Am I really mad at that person or am I more mad at myself? Mad, disappointed, because anger is really just a secondary emotion, right? So it's typically rooted in disappointment and upset and pain and sadness. Okay, other things. But think about it before immediately thinking it's the person you're dealing with. Be at home, Queen of Swords, and then the Magician in reverse. Yeah, the feminine in this dynamic is very like cutting, very like, nope, I don't want to talk to you. They're not in their power. They're wanting to be alone. They're wanting isolation to get back in their power. And that's why it's taking them time because they're going through 2 cycles. They're going not only through the 10 of Swords, but they're also going towards the 10 of Wands, while this other person was only going towards the 10 of Wands, 1 cycle, right? And they have the Wheel of Fortune on their side too, and that's not, it's not comparing them in any way, just saying that we have 2 people in 2 like energetic different situations, but both trying to make it to the same frequency. This is really interesting. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. Again, there's going to be a reconciliation. There's going to be a lot of healing here. It's just, because then you have Judgment and you have the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles. With the Judgment and the Hierophant in reverse, it's making the choice to throw out the old rule book. It's making the choice to get rid of the old contract and start investing in this relationship equally, right? Like for that Queen to invest what the King's investing, okay? Okay. Let's pull some Romancy Angels. Because this is the first 2 weeks of the month. Let's see what we got for Cancer. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Past life relationship. You've known each other before. Then you have stay optimistic about your love life. And you have it's safe for you to love and honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So honeymoon could be holidays, it could be birthdays, it could be family celebrations, and stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Past life relationships, so this could be somebody from your past. It could also be somebody you would literally have a karmic or past life relationship with. Children, okay, sorry, I was getting I heard ego as soon as I held this up, and it's funny because the children card to me is about the inner child, the wounded child, which is rooted in the ego, right? It's developed from the age 0 to 7, and so we learn to protect ourselves in certain ways when we're children that we necessarily don't need to protect ourselves anymore with those tools when we're adults, and they might become toxic or excessive behaviors that don't benefit us in our relationships, right? It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, so this is allowing that higher heart to open, especially on the feminine side, because this is grudge holding. And if they're looking for something externally that they really need to give to themselves internally, this is something that they might not see within themselves that they need to accept. Okay, and then chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So the last 2 weeks of the month, I'm going to be doing on Patreon. If you want to see those 2 weeks, go ahead, check out my Patreon family. That should be it's not Lead by Light VIPs anymore. It's, you'll see it. It will say the monthlies. We'll have monthlies on it in the description on Patreon. But yeah. That's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And if you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, or you want to take the tarot course that is starting on May 21st, or you want to become a certified Reiki practitioner, all of that is listed on my website under the services tab. So go ahead and check it out. But mind you, the tarot course is every Saturday starting the 21st of May through June 18th. So go ahead and check that out. Love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.